the...
Anders Carlson has his teed up, ready to get started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Powering his way forward. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Mayfield to throw on the first play. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. From the gun, Mayfield. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. Still on his feet. He may go. Courtland Sutton. Touchdown, Detroit. Courtland Sutton, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Once again, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Richardson off the play fake. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown Bengals. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. See the drive there. They went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now Courtland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete on the deep ball. Courtland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Waddle, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DeAndre Swift, 50 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Detroit back in possession of the football as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Give downs here from the shotgun, and he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. You talk about this Bengals defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary?
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Through 1 quarter, 14-7. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Second and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll take
yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Bengals at 15-1 on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run with this kind of a streak.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Back to the air with Richardson. Finding Alton once more. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Richardson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Detroit getting set to go now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Detroit. DK Metcalf. An even 90 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage.
He's got a man, complete. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 97 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Those are the runs the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So nothing doing there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him. They haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
Well, this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass
taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And Richardson yet again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Looking for Cade Otton that time. And that'll bring up second down. Off play action. Richardson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And you can see they've already clinched the AFC North. As it stands, of course, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend. But, you know, we always talk about how coaches say we want to win that division, and that's the key thing, right?
Oh, that's absolutely right. And that comes all the way down from the front office. They build their teams to win their division first, because if you do that, you guarantee that first game at home. Yeah, if you get the #1 seed in a bye, that's terrific. But bottom line, get into the playoffs. There are a heck of a lot of teams watching that wish they were in your spot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Richardson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Oh, the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their...
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Again, it's Richardson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the 2nd half. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers, aren't we?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stick with Algier. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team? So
and got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Richardson looking to throw. That's into the hands of Waddle downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Richardson looking to throw this. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there for his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd down, Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Play fake. Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Banks. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mayfield. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball. Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. Fighting his way through contact. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now. And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Richardson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Richardson to throw off play action. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. But good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Play action. Now Richardson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Richardson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield.
A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.